Got 15 minutes? Great. Let's boost your energy and keep your heart healthy with this quick, effective workout designed for busy women just like you. Welcome to day 2. This is energy and heart health. As with all the sessions in this little series, the warm-up is included as part of the main session. So we're going to get started now with a bodyweight series of exercises. So let's start with a march, high knee march for 4, and then a heel flick for 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Add some real high knee lift here as you're working, and really get those heels back, kicking your bum as much as you can, and then just pick up the pace if you can do. So just working here for 40 seconds, working on a bit of balance, bit of coordination here, and if you can count as well, then well done you. But if not, just work into any kind of rhythm that you can sustain for around 40 seconds. Well done. Good job. And finish the one you're on now. Take a little rest. Fantastic. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring the legs out nice and wide. We're going to work through a lateral movement. I want you to really push that bottom back, push all your weight back behind you as you push over onto one side and then over onto the other. Are you ready to get going? 2, 1, let's go. So over and over, push and push. So here we're really looking at warming up through the inner thigh, getting a lovely stretch there as you're pushing your weight back behind you, not over the knee, okay? So what we're doing is protecting those joints, strengthening up those knees, okay, by supporting everything around the knee instead of adding extra pressure into the knee. So push, push, and push. Well done. If you want a bit more on this, you can bring those toes up as you work over from side to side. Good. Take a little rest. Back up to standing position. And next we're going to do what I like to call a foot tap. So we're going to bring one foot behind, bringing those arms up at the same time, really working on warming up into the core. So arms come overhead, tummy nice and tight as you work back. Let's go. So tap, tap, and tap. And again, working through at a pace that feels good for you as you work. Brilliant work. We're going to be introducing some weights shortly, okay, and I'm going to put up on screen what weights I'm using as I'm using them, because I'm going to use a couple of different sets today. But I'm going to start off with some lighter ones. Good. Keep it going. Tap that foot back, bring the arms up, working hard. Brilliant. 2, 1, take a little rest. Fantastic. Adding some weights in now, we're going to work on some punches. You don't have to add weights if you don't want to. If you've only got weights that don't feel suitable for this, maybe they're a little too heavy, then feel free to just do this weight free. I'm going to add a little bend into my knee, holding the weights with my palms facing, and I'm going to punch out and turn that hand. Punch and turn, punch and turn. Good job. So you're going to stay in this semi-squat position here, trying to keep the back nice and straight. So each time I'm pushing the weight down, I'm not bending forwards. I'm trying to keep that back nice and straight. If you find this is particularly challenging, keeping this little semi-squat position, please feel free to come up and do it from a standing position, but keep those knees nice and soft, okay? Protect those knees. Good job. Well done. If you are using weights, you're going to have to slow it down. If you're not using weights, you can go a little quicker, but this should get the heart rate up. Well done. Fantastic work. Brilliant. Put those weights down just for a moment. We're going to work through a weight-free exercise, but it's not going to be easy. We've got some balance going on here. So if you need to hold on to a wall or the back of a sofa, kitchen work surface, feel free. One leg comes behind, and then we're going to raise the knee. So behind, raise, raise. Let's go. We're going to work nice and hard here. Only a little step back here. So not a super long lunge, but nice quick movements. And if you can get your hands in time as well, then that's great. Even if you're holding on with just a fingertip touch onto a wall or the back of the sofa there, kitchen table, whatever it is, Okay, you can still use one arm, so get as much moving as you possibly can. Good. You're doing amazing. Keep it going. And take a rest. Fantastic. We're gonna add a weight in again. So this time I'm gonna go for a heavier weight. This is my 5 kilo here, which I use for more medium weight. Nice and wide with the toes facing out. Again, into the inner thigh, holding the weight so the majority of the weight is down. And we're gonna sit into a goblet squat and then just do a little pulse. Okay, so we're sitting down here, coming up and back down. All the time, making sure that back is nice and straight, pushing everything through. My bottom, heels are pushed into the floor. Good. Keep it going. Keep working. Excuse me. Well done. You got this. 2, 1, take a rest. Okay, so we're gonna go back and do our step back with a knee raise on the other side. So first side, I did my right side. Now I'm gonna work through the left, so stepping back and knee raise. Are you ready to get going? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Step back, knee raise. Nice, quick movements here. Again, if you need to hold on to something, then please do. Making sure that you are just working on that balance, nice and hard. Good job. So supporting leg is doing a lot of work here. Arms are working hard. Your brain is switched on. The core is working. Okay, so it's all happening here today. Brilliant work. Keep it going. Almost there. You got this now. 2, 1, take a little rest. Fantastic work. Keep going with me today if you can. We're gonna do a press up next. Now I've put some variations on your screen should you need them. So you can do it onto the mat, you can do a raised surface, you can do a wall press. I'm gonna work onto my mat today. So I'm gonna work into a modified position, so onto my knees, hands flat onto the floor, and let's press. Chest down and push back up. Now I know press ups are really tricky for a lot of you. They're not your favorite. I know that. I know we finished with them yesterday in our day 1 session, okay? But they are super functional, really important. If you can get yourself up off the floor when you need to, if you were to fall over, or if you were to get yourself into a position where you just need to push your body weight up, you only have to do it once, okay? So just get yourself nice and strong. Take a rest. Really brilliant. Well done. We're going to work through a seated twist next. Again, variations for these on the screen, and I'm going to use a weight for this exercise as well, holding it into the center of the weight, just by the middle, side to side to side. Here we go. So you got those variations there as well, if you should need them. And on the floor here, you can have your heels onto the floor, just like I have. You can bring one heel up and then switch over. That adds an element of complexity and some difficulty. If you want it a little harder, feet come up all the way. And if you want it really hard, then you're just gonna pedal those legs out as you're working. You do not have to use a weight either. That's really important to say. You don't have to use a weight. You can do this without. Well done. 2, 1, absolutely brilliant work. You're totally smashing this today. Keep it going. Working into a glute bridge next. Again, if you're an all standing exerciser, there are options for you. There is a standing option. Otherwise, bring those weights down to the mat, overhand grasp. My fingertips are facing my knees. I'm gonna push up into the glutes, push up into a chest press and back down. So up, overhead, down. Now you can use whatever weight feels good here. One that you're confident to push up over your body. And remember, this is a chest press. It's not a face press. So on those weights up over the chest, pushing up and together, elbows are down onto the mat each time, in a nice right angle position. So imagine that you've got your weights always facing the ceiling, overhand grasp, so those knuckles are facing the ceiling too. Good job. Well done. Really fantastic. One more down onto the mat here, but of course you do have your variations before we come up onto your feet. So we have our shoulder tap here. Again, I'm going to show you in the modified, but you have options. And if you want to do this into your full bridge position, you can. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder, nice and straight and strong through the tummy, and really quiet with those hands. So really nice and quiet, not slapping down onto the mat. That shows me and you that you have brilliant core control if you can do this nice and quietly. Okay, if you're here, here, you're not controlling that hand coming down, and that control comes from the core, comes from your balance. Okay, so really nice and controlled. Brilliant work. You are doing so well here. Day 2. Have you committed to the full 4 weeks with me? Take a rest. Brilliant work. Okay, back up to your feet. Make sure that your floor space is clear from obstructions. No weights in the way, because we're going to be using a fair amount of your floor space here. We're going to step to the side, drop down, and then over to the other side and drop down. You can step, step. You can do a little hop, hop. It's totally up to you. If you're doing a little hop, be mindful of where your feet are going, making sure that each time your feet are going exactly where you want them to go. Okay, exactly the same if you're stepping. You're not obsessed with looking at your feet, but you just know where they're going to be. You're not treading on your own feet. You're not finding yourself halfway across the kitchen, okay? And you don't have to touch the mat either. You don't have to touch the floor. Coming down, making sure that back's nice and straight. So not bending over to get down to the mat, keeping the back straight, working through a functional movement. Take a rest. Fantastic. We're going to work into a finisher now. It's going to be a 4-minute finisher. It's going to be quite fast and furious, okay? We're going to do an ice skater followed by just a regular squat. We're going to work for 20 seconds of the exercise, take 10 seconds to do our rest, and then go through our second exercise, 20 seconds, and do 10 seconds of our rest, okay? So we're going to do that as a finisher, a 4-minute block. Are you in? Are you ready? I'm going to get my timer sorted. I'm going to meet you right back here. Let's do this. So for your ice skater, just looking in real quick, we're going to bring one leg behind, the right leg comes behind, the right hand drops in front, and we're going to switch side over and over. If you prefer to do this standing, the hands stay up, the leg comes back. Are you ready? Let's do this. So here we are, just for 20 seconds. Now you can jump across if you want to, step across, or of course I've showed you your standing skater as well. So you've got all those options. You're just working for 20 seconds here. You get 10 seconds rest, and then we're going to transition to our second exercise. Okay, we're going to repeat, take a little rest. We're going to repeat this through 4 times, okay? Next up is a squat, just a regular squat. We're just going to sit into the squat and stand. Are you ready? Let's go. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Push that bottom back. Heels are pushed into the ground, so far into the ground that they are never coming up, okay? Really ground yourself, really get those heels pushed deep. Take a rest into that earth, okay? Really push them in. Back to that ice skater. We've done round 1, 3 to go. 2, 1, let's go. Ice skater again. Good. Excellent exercise here for the legs, for the core. Great for the cardiovascular system. That's heart and lungs. Okay, super important to be working that heart and lungs. Okay, whether you are in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, beyond, heart and lungs is what keeps you going. Take that rest there. Well done. We're going to work again into that squat. Are you ready? Let's go. Sit it down, up, down, and up. Good. Now you can start to speed that squat up if you like. Be my guest. Okay, I'm going to maintain a steady pace here, but if you want to speed it up and work through a little bit more energy, take a rest, then please feel free to do that. Back round to our 3rd round now. Through to that ice skater. Another time. You know what you're doing now. Let's go. Across, and across. Good. Now it may be that you can explore a little more range here. You can maybe get down a little further to the ground if you're working through the full skater, or get that leg behind even more. Good. Take your rest. Fantastic. Into the squat for the third time. Remember, we have 4 of these, so you are nearly there now. Let's squat. Down, up, down, up. Good. So picking up the pace here. We know we've done over half, so you know what you got left in the tank. So start to push on now if you've got anything left. Okay, because we've got 1 more round. And I want you to be really giving it everything. Take a rest by the end, okay? So this is our final round of the Tabata, final round of our finisher. Before we do our cool down, I want you to really lay it all out on the line, okay? Let's go. Let's do this. Over. You want to jump, you can add that jump in now. If you can't jump or don't want to jump, work on that range. Get that back leg all the way back, hand down as far as you can. If you're doing your standing, get that leg back nice and far. Good job. Take a little rest, 10-second pause. Power through those squats, final time, and then we're gonna do our cool down. Are you ready? 2, 1, let's go. Down, up, down, up. Good job. Well done. If those squats are hurting into the knees a little bit, turn out the toes, protect the knees, work into the inner thigh. Good. Almost there. 2, 1, and take your rest. Fantastic work. Let's work into our cool down now. 3 little exercises, 3 little cool downs here, and we're gonna work into the quads first. So the front of the thigh, hold on to something if you need to, and we're just gonna stretch through the front of that thigh. Put the hips forward, knees are together here as we push the hips forwards. Well done. Day 2 complete. Okay, so really, really good job there. We've got our day 3 coming up, so 3 sessions a week in this plan for 4 weeks. Can you commit to the full 4 weeks? Okay, this is the kind of plan, instead of doing something every day with me, you're committing to 3 days a week, which I know is really hard for some of you to commit to every single day. And to be honest, it's not always easy to commit to every single day. Okay, it's much easier to do 3 days a week. So hopefully this is more accessible for more of you, and I've got options all the way through for standing. Take a little rest. Well done. We're gonna do a little torso twist here, so a little bit of rotation. So we're gonna twist over, reach out over a straight arm here, back into the center, out and over, looking out over those fingertips. Good job. Well done. So you want to work to about 3 or 4 on each side. If you prefer to do your own cool down here, then feel free. If you want to have a longer cool down, okay, I have an 8-minute active recovery session that I will link to in the session description. Take a little rest. Well done. Let's do a forwards fold just to round the whole session off. So feet facing forwards. Nice deep breath in, roll those shoulders back and exhale yourself down. Well done. Bend the knees if you need to or want to. Hang out down here for a couple of breaths and then inhale and breathe yourself back up. Roll those shoulders and give yourself a huge pat on the back. Well done. I cannot wait to see you for session number 3, the 3rd and final session in this first week. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know how you're getting on. Like the session. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want more sessions like this, then check out the playlists. I've got a whole load of fitness series on there. So check out some of those. And if you'd like some exclusive content that you don't get anywhere else, consider joining the membership as well. That really helps to support the channel more directly. So I cannot wait to see you at the next session. If you want more information about anything, leave me a comment, ask me a question. I am here to help. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you for day number 3. Bye.